While I have done the cabin replacement video previously, I'm going to do it slightly different this time and also include some shortcuts for future filter changes. At this point, I need to remove the door threshold piece right here. You can use a plastic pry bar to help with that. Place it aside. Sometimes the clips from the trim panel get stuck down here, so you need to remove those. Next, we have to loosen the weather stripping that goes around here. So I'm going to pull that back. Then remove this trim piece right here. And also the one right here. We're going to use a short screwdriver with a T20 bit. And it is right here. In the future, if you want, you don't need to put this one back in place. There's enough clips in this panel to keep it in place. So if you want to save time for future cabin filter changes, leave this off and you could then remove this piece without having to take off all of the side trim. Now gently pull on the piece right here. We are going to disengage all those clips and just pull it down like that. All right, so now we have access to the taco tray right here. There are 6 bolts that keep it in place. You need to remove those. Also with the same T20 bit screwdriver. Let me give you a close-up. So you have one here, one here, one here, 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 and there. With those 6 removed, you can now remove the taco tray. It will snap out of place. You may need to wiggle it a little bit. It will pull out. Place that aside. Now we need to use a long screwdriver, and I'm going to take that T20 bit off the other one and put it in this one. And we are going to remove the screw that is holding the cover on. Helps to have a magnetic tip on your screwdriver so you don't lose that screw. On either side of the cover here, there are clips that you press together. So I got one side. All right. So now the cover is loose. I'll take that out. And you can see the filter in here. So I am going to remove that. This was my handmade one. This is the Bosch version that I showed in a previous video. So I am going to remove that out of the way. Then we take our new filter, make sure that it has the airflow pointing down. And now you're going to insert it into the opening. And make sure that when you do it, you get all 3 sections in. And it should slide in pretty easily since it is the same dimensions as the OEM filter. So you can see right there, it is all the way in place. Then we take the cover and make sure that the top of it has the screw opening, and then we'll place that into the 2 clips on each side. Should snap into place. Now we're going to take the screw that we removed, carefully insert it into that opening. I can see it. There we go. And we will fully attach it. And you can stop when it's snug. At this point, I am done with the interior. Take the taco tray module and carefully insert it into the opening. Line it up and it should snap into place. There we go. And then reattach those 6 bolts in their original positions. At this point, we need to put this bottom trim piece in its original position. There are 3 clips along the bottom row, and then there are 5 clips along the top row. So you need to get this bottom row inserted first. So I am going to slightly bend on this and then just push into place. So get those in position right here. May have to push it a little bit. There we go. And now we can insert the rest of these. It may be easier. Let's get those in first. Push and then snap into place. This one here may be a little tricky. I find it easier to pull out the taco tray and then it will snap into place. And here we go. It's back in its original position. So if you want, leave the screw out here and then put all these trim pieces back in place. So in the future, if you want to replace the cabin air filter, all you need to do is remove this bottom piece right here. Should make it a lot easier for you to do. They all will snap into place, and then take the weather stripping and also put that in the original groove. And finally take the door threshold and insert that into the top clip right here. And then push. And all those bottom clips should pop into place.